Nothing has changed, Wyndham. We still come down just as hard on troublemakers. Oh! Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? Get back to the laundry, Patterson. You, stop your noise.
What name did you say?
Patterson. Now, come on, get to your cell. I haven't got all day.
If I don't have an understanding with the women, it's a negative exercise. It's as simple as that. I want you to be the first person to know. I've made a decision.
And you're tired and you're upset.
I am going to give my resignation to the minister first thing in the morning. I'm afraid you're wasting your time talking to me because...
Because you've formed your opinions already. Well... Sorry, Mrs. Reynolds. I thought I was talking to somebody with enough intelligence to have a broader perspective on the issue.
What I was going to tell you is that this is my final day. You'd be better off talking to the new governor.
Ah. Oh, sorry.
Get out of here, quick! Oh, we'll never get away! Shut up, of course we will. This bitch is gonna get what's gonna do. And so's Connors when we framed her for doing it. Quick, open the door. You sure you got this figured right?
I'm going to put it on low. Work period starts in only 20 minutes.
20 minutes is a long time in this thing.
Rough her up, but that's what we want, isn't it?
Oh, what was that? What? I thought I heard someone coming.
She's starting to give me the jitters.
Oh, it'll be curtains if anyone sees us.
No one's going to see us. All right. Now go and keep Nip while I tie her up. Well, go on. What if she comes too?
This is really going to fix that Connors bitch, eh? They're not going to be able to prove she done it, though.
Everyone knows she's been out to get the freak. We got an alibi. Who else is there?
Won't kill her, will it?
No way.
But she's going to have a hell of a suntan, though.
Isn't it creepy with him hanging around all the time?
No, it's not like that.
I knew a parson once. Jeezy gave me the creeps.
That man's different.
Yeah, I suppose he's... I can just see him screaming up to the church on his bike, you know, on paydays.
Who said anything about the church? He doesn't take orders from nobody.
He said he was a parson out with a cow couple.
He was. Spent 4 years up in Moondinaga.
Where the bloody hell's that?
That's what he said when he found out that's where he was going. It's way up north.
Bloody hell, eh?
Yeah, he sorted him out when he got there, though.
Yeah?
Yeah. He was more interested in helping the unemployed kids and having fancy little tea parties for all them posh biddies. They managed to get him chucked out eventually, though.
Oh, that's typical.
Yeah, the church doesn't want to know about him now. He spends his time working in this place lugging bags of chemicals around, nights mostly.
You said he'd been to uni and everything.
Yeah. But Dan's a man of action, not words. He's okay. He was a real help with Bongo.
Bongo?
Me brother, the little bastard. Have you got any brothers or sisters? Hey, am I talking to myself or what?
Oh, sorry.
What's up?
It's that new one, you know. She keeps staring at me.
So?
I reckon she's a dyke. Oh, who cares?
The girls seemed to like her. They were really stoked when she handed out all them lollies.
Yeah. Well, I don't like it. She stares at me once more, I'm going to sort her out. Right, that does it. Oh, get a look at this, girl. Here's our lady Mark.
Talk about stepping right into the lion's den.
How did Kelly's boots taste, eh?
Don't make any trouble. You know what I said.
Come on, Wilder. We'd like to know how long you reckon you can hide behind Kelly.
I don't want any trouble.
Well, you should have thought of that before you tried to kill Hog for us.
You all heard what Lou said.
Yeah. Just remember, when Kelly's finished using you, a lot of us are going to want to talk to you.
Yeah, that's all you're good for, Patterson. Talk.
She's a bitch.
If you got any problems, you come and see me. That's what a top dog's for. Isn't that right, Lurch? Yeah. Isn't that right, Wilder?
Yes.
Isn't that right, Ibra?
Yeah.
See, they're all getting the idea. Now, how about you do the same? Right?
Get out of my way.
I think it's about time I had a nice hot cup of coffee. Don't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell you on, Lurch. I'm feeling lucky today, Lurch. Real lucky.
What do you want?
I'll lay a bet on Barbie. You the one I got to see?
Yeah? What are you betting on?
Shoplifting. Compulsive shoplifting.
Look, I've got to see the colour of your money before I write it down, you know?
Okay, 50 cents. Yeah, I can just see her coming out with a jumper under her arm in broad daylight. Real klepto if ever I saw one.
Right, 50 cents shoplifting.
Keep a lot of books, do you?
What's it to you?
Look, I'm just trying to have a civil conversation. No need to come on stroppy. Like the way you done your cellar. If I'd known, I could have brought a few posters in.
Look, why don't you just rack off and leave us alone? I don't like dykes hanging around me, okay?
You watch your language. I'd have flattened one of my girls in the old days.
Yeah, well, I'm
if
not one of your girls. Anyway, don't look so tough to me now.
If I can get respect from judges and politicians, I can bloody well get it from my own.
Look, big deal. Why don't you just rack off and leave us alone?
You're going to have to wake up to yourself, you know. Take a few lessons in basic decency. That's if anyone ever considers you worth taking time over.
Come on. It's been nearly 10 minutes. We're sticking to the plan. Yeah, but what if the thermo goes on the blink again? Look, you've got to have more faith in 20th century technology.
What?
Just leave it.
Let's go and switch it off. Nobody'd know.
No way. You got nothing to do, eh?
No.
Oh, that's no good. We can't have you sitting here worrying about the next 30 years, now can we? Hey, I'm talking to you.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're gonna be sorry, all right. You're gonna be all crinkled and grey by the time you get out of here. And what sort of sugar daddy's gonna want you then? What's the matter? Don't you feel like talking?
I don't want any trouble.
Oh, she doesn't want any trouble. Well, you got me into enough trouble, didn't you, eh?
Sorry.
Well, I think it's about time you showed me just how sorry you are. Don't you?
I'll do anything.
Oh, how nice. Well, you can start by cleaning me cell.
Yes.
When you've done that, I'll think of something else for you to do.
I'll do anything you want.
Hey, is there anything you want done, Lurch?
She'd be better off getting bashed than having to crawl to that bitch.
All right, ladies. Mrs. Morris would like a word with everyone. You to assemble out in the grounds right away.
What's going on here?
Hurry up!
Why do we have to go outside?
What if they put off the work period? Who's going to get the freak out of the dryer? Stop worrying. Don't tell me to stop worrying. I'm not copping no murder rap. You got me into that already, remember?
Look, there's no way they can pin it on us. No way. How long is this going to take, Mrs. Slattery?
Just move out with the rest.
What are we going to worry about?
We just can't leave her there, Lou.
Well, it looks like we'll have to.
There's no time now.
I need an oil change, okay?
Oh, Connors.
I gotta go, I'm busting.
All right, but get a move on.
Jeez, don't be a tick.
Hurry them up. We want them all out.
Say you got to go too. Then you can nick back to the laundry and turn the dryer off.
Forget it.
Lou,
It's not my fault they're bringing us out here. It's fate, I reckon.
you can't just leave, huh? Says who? Look, I'm going in.
You're staying right here.
Look, I told you I'm not doing life a murder.
You make one move and I'll fix you for good.
What are you two up to?
Oh, nothing, Mrs. Slattery.
Well, get a move on then.
Righto.
Look, if we get caught, I'm not going to be the bunny. It was your idea.
Come in.
Everyone's just about ready.
Right, I'll come straight away.
Look, this might not be the moment to say this, but there's been a bit of talk in the staff room and everyone wanted me to speak to you on their behalf.
And?
We just want you to know that if the department offer you the governor's job, we'll be right behind you, you know, supporting you.
Oh, thanks, Pat. I appreciate that. But I'm hoping we'll soon have Mrs. Reynolds back in the office.
Do you think she'll come back?
I don't know. At least they're making her think it over.
She's been a good governor.
It's not what she thinks. She's blaming herself for all the disasters we've been having lately.
That's ridiculous.
Well, you try telling her that. Ironic, isn't it? If she didn't care so much, she wouldn't be feeling like that.
Everybody's upset by what's been happening. All the women are restless. Some of them are in a nasty frame of mind. You can feel it.
Yes, well, I'm hoping this assembly will help.
Hope you're right.
Well, I'll give them a bit of a pep talk. But the main thing's this tribute to May.
Yeah, it's a good idea. But I've got a funny feeling there's something nasty brewing.
Well, it's up to us to stop it. Right, can I have your attention, please, ladies? I want to tell you all what you can expect from me as acting governor.
Finally got rid of Reno, eh?
If you go on like that, I'll make sure you're praying to get her back. Mrs. Reynolds has done everything in her power to help you women. She has sacrificed her own interests time after time. Now, if you want to make me think it wasn't worth her trouble, then you're going the right way about it. If you want to see how tough I can be, then go right ahead. It's not the way I'd choose to live together, but then that's up to you.
Kelly's a half-wit for getting her going like that.
Nasty piece of work, that's for sure.
I do what I can to make life as bearable as possible for you, and I do my best to carry on Mrs. Reynolds' policies.
You usually vote policies properly.
However, the main reason we're here today is to pay a solemn tribute to a brave woman who was a good friend to many of us. So I'm asking you all to observe a minute's silence, and let's remember May Collins.
She'd still be alive if it wasn't for Reno.
Built up, Kelly. I'm keeping quiet and I didn't even know her. It's not great, Nicky.
Yeah, but we really liked him because, you know, she made him for us.
Bit of a softie, was she?
Yeah, sort of. She could look after herself, though. Even Lou was scared of her in the end.
See the look on Connor's face when she cops this one, eh?
Joe! Hey, Bert, get help quickly. Get Sister Hall.
Anything we can do, Mrs. Slattery?
I think you've done enough damage, Kelly. Go to your cell.
What for? I was only
Do
trying
as
to...
you're told.
Bloody no. Keep your shirt on. No one could have seen us.
Hey, Jess, get here. Sign that note.
Somebody's got it in for you, Kelly. Says you put the freak in the dryer.
I told you.
Should have known you'd stuck the job up.
It wasn't me.
How are you going to prove it?
Cover for me. I'll make it with you, right?
Kelly!
How is she?
She's conscious. Sister Hall says she's going to be all right.
Thank goodness. Did she say what happened?
She's very shaken up still. She doesn't know anything at all.
All right, Kelly. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
I tell you, I ain't done nothing.
Were you in the recreation room all the time?
Maybe.
So what? Where were you then?
I don't know, but I wasn't by myself. I was with someone all the time.
Right, well, we'll check that.
It's the truth. You ask 'em. I was with Jenkins and Patterson all the time.
How very convenient.
You can't pin this on me. I didn't do it, and I got witnesses.
Naturally. Well, we'll just have to have a talk to them, won't we?
Well, if it wasn't Kelly, I mean, someone must have.
Well, who came out last?
Jessie, and I think Eve was late too.
Oh, Wyndham couldn't have knocked over the freak.
Yeah, I don't reckon Eve would risk it, not after Mrs. Barry. Hey, you went back into the dunny.
Oh, come off it. If I ever go to Ferguson, I'll be telling the world.
How do we know you're not to sign it? We're just going to have to take my word for it.
Whoever did it will be sorry. It's the worst thing you can do in here.
Who would put Lou in?
Well, she's got plenty of enemies. Take your pick, Ducky.
Yes, but dobbing.
Dobbing? You mean lagging? Where have you been all your life?
I didn't say I was sorry for her exactly. A screw's a screw, and that one had it coming.
Yeah, screw her, eh?
Hey, I've got to talk to you.
Go on, it's a free country.
In private.
Better be good. Oh. What's up?
You going to make me and Lou's story check out?
Why should I? Could get in trouble.
What's it worth?
Oh, well, you could come up with that $100 I said you could keep if you're laid off chalk.
Where are we going to get $100 to pay you?
I reckon I could let you pay it off in instalments.
Big deal.
Forget it then.
keep your hair on.
Thought you'd find it somewhere.
There's our cut of the Barbie book.
No way, I'm keeping that too.
Like hell you are.
Fine, deal's off, eh?
All right. Keep the lot, you lousy bitch.
Oh, come on, Lurch, I'm doing you a favour. Where are your manners? How about you say please?
Please.
Patterson, Mrs. Morris wants you in her office.
You speaking for Kelly too?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you better be, and no going back on it.
Right away, Patterson.
What she want with Lexi?
It's none of your concern, Wyndham.
You can say that again.
You can all go back to your workstations now.
I'm sorry, this'll hurt a little at first.
Oh, it's all right.
The sedative will take effect in a few minutes. You'll probably feel like dozing off.
Oh, I don't want to sleep.
You have to relax. You've been through quite an ordeal.
I wish I could remember what happened. I was walking along the corridor on my way to the laundry. Then I got hit and I just don't remember anything else.
Well, you're lucky that dryer was put on low. You could have died if you'd been in there much longer.
Yeah, real lucky.
Well, I'm sure they'll find the woman who did it.
Oh, she'll be found all right. Oh, this is the life, eh? All these facilities and all the time in the world to use them.
I'm too sick to work.
Oh, you don't look too bad to me. You might have done quite well in my line of business, actually.
What sort of business was that?
Ah, don't worry about it. Hey, this Mrs. Morris, what's she like?
All right, I guess.
She giving Lexi a hard grilling, you reckon?
I wouldn't know.
How does Lexi get on with it, Mrs. Morris? I mean? You're not exactly a fund of information, are you?
Well, it's these tablets I have to take for my nerves. This place gives me the jitters.
Oh, it's a hard life.
I hope you don't mind me telling you my business. It's just that everyone else here's so hard-boiled and you seem like an understanding sort of person.
Yeah, well, that comes from years in a caring profession. Gives me an eye for when people are trying to put one over on me, too.
It can be very lonely in here.
Yeah, I'm sure it can. Has Lexi got many friends?
Why are you so interested in Lexi?
People are my hobby. Has she?
I guess so. Why don't you ask Julie? She's a cellmate.
Your good friend?
Yes.
Julie, eh?
You think she'll be all right?
Well, she's weak, but with some rest, she'll be fine. I'd like her to stay here for the afternoon.
Yes, I think that'd be for the best.
Feeling better already. No need to stay in here.
Joan, Sister Hall doesn't want you to go home to an empty house. You may not be as strong as you think you are.
I don't want to go home. I'll be able to go back on duty as soon as these tablets wear
You'll
off.
do no such thing. You'll rest here for the afternoon and then you'll go home.
Yes, but it's...
We have everything under control. Now, I've already questioned Kelly. She has an alibi for the time it happened. Patterson and Jenkins are backing up her story.
I never thought it was Kelly anyway. Connors has had it in for me ever since she arrived.
Yes, well, I'll be questioning her along with anyone else who could have been involved.
Save a lot of time if you go straight to Connors. There's no mystery about it.
You didn't see her attack you.
I didn't have to. The bitch is trouble. I've said so from the start.
Yes, well, we'll see. One thing does puzzle me, Joan. Who pulled you out of the dryer? Now, that person probably saved your life. Who do you think that could be?
Are you all right? Real good.
Old Mother Morris heavy?
No, we had a real nice chat.
Come here, Patterson.
Do you want me to start folding straight away?
Come here. The rest of you do some bloody work.
Well, what'd she have to say?
Oh, nothing much. We talked about where she'd go on a holiday, you know.
You know what I mean.
Fooling. Don't worry, I'll cover her. A deal's a deal. I can always remember you and Rich were out the room for a few minutes. Huh. Make the freaks Dave know it was you who tried to roast her alive.
You stick to your story.
You stick to the deal.
What did you tell her we'd give her the $100 for? Where the hell are we going to get it?
I had to tell her something. Shelling out $100 is better than having the freak coming after us.
Reckon you're next on the interrogation list, eh?
Big deal. I ain't done nothing. I wish I'd been there to see it, though. Old Ferguson getting tumbled. Biggest thrill she'd had in years.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's so funny. She's going to make life hell for the rest of us.
Oh, what can she do?
You don't know her like we do. She'll tear this place apart till she finds out who did it, and she'll bash anyone who gets in the way.
Lurch, take over for me, will you? What are you lot staring at? I just feel like a bit of a walk, that's all.
Feeling jumpy, are you?
one should be feeling jumpy. I'm in the clear. I don't want no trouble. We're working together, remember? I've got no reason to try and kill you.
Oh, I wouldn't put anything past you, Kelly.
I've come to help you. Now we got rid of the governor, we've got to stick together. We can really get things working around here now, eh?
You help me?
Well, you want to know who's stuck in the dryer, right? Well, that Connors bitch has been out to get you ever since she first laid eyes on you. She's the only one could have done it. I checked out where everyone else was.
Well, where was Connors?
Well, no one knows. Dragging you into the dryer by the looks of it.
Why are you telling me all this?
Like I said, we've got to stick together. That bitch Connors is a real pain in the butt. I want to see she gets what's coming to her.
Bit too tough for you, is she, Kelly?
I'm not the one she tried to knock off. She might get you next time.
She won't get another chance, will she?
So you reckon it's her, then?
Just thank your lucky stars that I don't think it's you, Kelly. Would have been the last thing you ever did.
Well, just as well we're on the same side, then, eh?
Just you keep an eye on Connors. I don't want anything to happen to her till I get out of here.
Sure, Miss Ferguson.
Have you got an alibi for the time Miss Ferguson was attacked? Yes or no?
No.
Thank you.
I suppose you're going to pin it on me now. Find the mug without an alibi and make it stick. You're as bad as the cops.
I'm only after the truth. I mean, it's common knowledge that you blame Miss Ferguson for the damage done to your jacket. And you've been known to hit back at people before now.
What do you mean?
Pippa Reynolds' wedding?
Talk about a dog with an old bone. God, I thought I'd heard the last of that when Reno left.
You're very close to an insubordination charge.
Oh, what's one more to the list? I didn't do it, okay? I might look as guilty as hell, but I didn't touch the... Miss Ferguson. It's what they call circumstantial evidence, right?
Excuse me, Mrs. Morris.
Yes?
Connors was very keen to come back into the prison when I was mustering the women outside. She made some excuse about wanting to go to the toilet.
I was busting. What's that got to do with it? Well, you said yourself that she'd been in the dryer for 20 minutes. I mean, she must have been in there way before I went inside.
That's not to say you didn't go back to the laundry and let her out.
Hey, now wait a minute, okay? I'm saying I didn't put her in the dryer, but there's no way I took her out, so you're not going to try and pin that on me. I've got some pride.
You realised that she'd be dead if she were left there any longer, so you made an excuse so you could get back to the laundry.
If it had been me, I'd have left the bitch to roast. And if you want to slap a charge on me for calling her a bitch, you go right ahead and do that, because that's what she is. Nice try, Mrs. Morris.
What happens if she comes out and sees? Or the neighbours?
Oh, bugger them. And her, too. Almost wish she would, in a way. Save telling you.
Are you going to?
I said I would, didn't I?
A week ago. I've had every line a married man can dish up in my time, Joe. You can't blame me for wondering.
Tonight, OK? I'll tell her tonight. Just that she's got these bloody big cow eyes. I try to tell her, and then every time I look at them, Oh, I don't know. She's a silly bitch, but I don't want to hurt her.
What about me?
You. Oh, I love you, don't I? Hey, 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 I love you. Yeah, of course I'll tell her. I love you. I better not go any further. Look, I'll call you tonight, all right? After I've told her.
off, will you? Stuff it up again. Sorry, Lou. I don't know much about pulling. You're so good at it.
Oh, you're so good at it. She could crawl under a snake, that one.
Drop it, Patterson. I'm trying to concentrate.
Yeah, well, you know, the way you play.
Nick off, will you? Save your energy for cleaning my cell.
When do I get my $100?
When I'm bloody ready to give it to you.
Can always take the alibi back.
Give you 10 tonight.
What, you might?
Honest to God, without a word of a lie. There was this police inspector, I won't tell you which one, standing there with nothing on except his suspenders, stockings and high heels. I came in and said, hello, what's going on here, and walked straight out of here. But I tell you what, next time I saw him, it was ever so hard to keep a straight face.
Sock in it, will you?
Can't see as we're disturbing you.
You're disturbing me.
Tough. You need to learn some manners, sweetie.
Open the tinnies, fellas. I got off with a smack bum and a warning. Circumstantial evidence, that's all I had. It's circumstantial, I told him. I felt like Ruddy Perry Mason. Oh, Mother Morris, you should have seen the look on her face. She tried to slap a charge on me, but she knew it wouldn't stick.
Geez, you were gone long enough, huh?
They kept asking me these questions over and over again. Thought they'd make me crack. It was like one of them spy movies, you know, with the big light and everything. Tell us what you know. Tell us you're guilty, that sort of thing, you know. Talk about a joke. I said to them, if you wanted a character witness, all you'd have to do is ask my good friend Lou Kelly.
I bet you did.
Oh, Tum Tum, Turtle and Bozo. Shut up, you mob. They're my favourite. Move over. The freak's okay. She got off. It cost us $100. Shut up.
Bit of a mystery, eh, Lou? I'd say you put the freak in the dryer. But who pulled her out? It's like that nursery rhyme, you know. Ding dong dell, pussy's in the well. Whoever pulled her out dobbed you in too.
Nick off, will you?
Mystery. Not the phantom lagger is out to get you.
I've never known a woman who could say more by saying nothing than you can.
It's your guilty conscience.
You sit around all day doing bugger all. I'm at work from 5 to 2. Is it too much to expect you to keep the place tidy then?
You know, they should stuff you, stick you in the Women's Lib Museum, the original chauvinist pig.
Stuff me. That's what they need, those bloody women's livers. But a stuffing might shut them up.
Those tiles are still off the roof.
I was watching that.
I've asked you 5 times already. It's a good job it hasn't rained heavily.
I'll get around to it.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Joe, I'd do it if I could. Well, come on, I'll help you.
Well, why don't you get your Nancy son to give you a hand? Bit hard yakking might do him some good.
It's not his home anymore. You're doing it now. And I'm not backing down this time.
Oh.
Oh, gave me quite a start. Just the girl I want to see.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, don't worry about Lexi's silly suspicions. I'm a dyed-in-the-wool hetero. Not much point telling her that, though.
No. Lexi's a type has to make up her own mind.
Yeah, I rather gathered that. Still, you're a friend. Good word from you might do me some good. Not that it matters, just that I don't like getting off on the wrong foot with people, that's all. Quite a fiery little thing, isn't she?
She can be. She's really great when you get to know her. She's the best friend I've ever had.
Nice girl, is she?
Yeah, she's a real good mate.
Tell me some more about her.
Hello, Peter.
Thanks for ringing, Mrs. Gibson. Hey, how's it been since you called?
It's quietened down, but I hate to think why. The banging and crashing that was going on.
I don't know why she doesn't just leave him.
Oh, I'd do him if he was mine. I'm only joking, dear. If she wants to come with us for the night, she's more than welcome.
Yeah. Thanks, Mrs. Gibson, thanks. Mum?
Quiet.
You'll wake your father. What are you doing here?
Mrs. Gibson called. She was worried about you.
Well, it was a pretty bad row, but Ivy shouldn't have bothered you.
And you're worried about me waking him up.
Well, I'd rather he was sleeping and taking it out on me. If I'm not used to it now, I never will be. It's all right, love.
No, it's not all right. It's not all right. Since I can remember, that bastard in there's been bouncing you off the walls.
Ivy shouldn't have called you and only make it worse. Go home. I'll call you later.
No, he needs to be taught a lesson.
And who's going to teach me, Poofter boy?
Joe, you know how he is. Peter, go home.
The only man on earth. Well, come on. Come on, bash up Poofter boy. Or are you only into hitting women?
Oh, Peter.
Come on, come and try me.
Get out of here. Thank your lucky stars I'm letting you.
I've had you. Come on. Big man, show us what a man you are. Hey, the rumour is that, Poofter's fathers are Poofters too. You gonna prove it right, big man?
You little...
Come on! Serve that bastard!
Oh, no, you shouldn't have done that. He's only making it worse. I know he's been asking for it. You should have gone.
Maybe he'll think twice next time. And don't ask me to say I'm sorry, because I'm not. I've hated him since I was 4, and I'm gonna hate him till the day he dies. He's not gonna get away with this stuff any longer. He's gonna get a lot more of the same if he keeps it up.
That's not the way to talk. Now, listen to me. He's going to be coming to in a minute, and he'll just keep going if you're here. Now, if you're not, I think I can handle him. No, Peter, listen to me. His pride's been hurt, and he'll just have to keep going. Now, if there's any trouble, I can get out of here, and I can walk in and go next door, but I'm sure there won't be.
I'm not leaving you alone with him.
Peter, I've lived with him for 25 years, and I know him. Go home, I'll call you later.
No.
I love you, Peter. Please go. I'm very proud of you, and I always will be, but Peter, go home.
Okay, well, just call me if you need me, okay?
We had a booking for a whole football team down from the country. They were as cute as bunnies. But half our girls were off the flu, so me and 3 other girls had to do our best to keep them happy. 20 of them, 5 each. Oh, and did they have stamina? I can tell you, I never went to a football match for years afterwards without getting a silly grin on my face. It's called doing your best for the youth of Australia.
What year, you silly old cow?
Oh, we're talking about 30 years ago, dear. Some of those cute young boys are, well, they're in their 50s now. One of them's a federal politician, actually.
I like her, and you're wrong, you know. I mean, how could she be a lesbian and still do it with all those men?
You're as green as a beans, Chook.
Look, heaps of hookers have died. You know, they have men all day at work, and they don't want to go home to them. Well, at least some of them don't, eh?
Honest.
She's a funny old world, you know. Hey, Connors, Les reckons you got a motorbike in yourself. She heard it last night. Or was it just the curry? Blow it out your exhaust pipe, Kelly.
You really want to get a go?
Why not?
Yell out. Watch out for the Phantom.
What's it mean?
Go on, I'll tell you later.
Hey, Kelly, watch out for the Phantom.
You got a big mouth, Patterson.
Yeah, the Phantom Lager's on the prowl, eh?
Hey, Lou, what's that? What's a Phantom Lager?
Eat your mush.
Nancy? I noticed Peter didn't stay long. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. It was all over by the time he got here.
He and his dad did say a few words, though. I couldn't help overhearing.
Yes, I'm sure. Oh, look, I'm sorry, Ivy. I don't mean to be snappish. I do appreciate your help. It's just that
I understand. He's calmed down and you don't want him flaring up again.
Yes, that's it. He's calmed down.
Yes, well, I'm just next door.
Don't hesitate to pop in if it gets too much for you.
Throttle bloody Patterson if I didn't need her alibi.
Well, we can get her later when we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I'm going to get Connors too.
Well, what are we going to do about it?
What?
Oh, this phantom lagger.
If I find out who it was, I'll kill the bitch. She's not going to get away with it. Whoever it was.
Who?
The phantom lagger, you idiot. Oh, jeez, they got me doing it now. I mean, whoever it was that dragged the freak out of the dryer and left that bloody note.
Hey, maybe it was one of the screws.
What are you, Lurch? Why would a screw leave a bloody note? And it's one of us.
Well, why would one of us want to save the freak? That's dumber than what I said.
Watch it, Lurch. It just isn't making any sense at all. What do you want?
I come to clean.
Oh, right. Well, it's mainly the locker. It's a mess. Do something with it.
Yes?
Sister Hall said you wanted to see me before I went home.
Yes, come in, Joan. How are you feeling?
Like I've been hit on the head and put in an industrial dryer.
Sorry. Sounds like a bad gag, that's all. Sit down.
I'll stand, thanks. Muscles are a bit sore.
Yes, I'm sure. I called you in because... Well, I don't want to sound unsympathetic. But I know you, Joan. And I don't want a tit-for-tat war between you and Connors. There wasn't enough evidence to lay charges, so I've had to let her off with a warning. And I don't want you to go sailing in there tomorrow trying to get your own back. Fair enough?
Yes.
I mean it, Joan.
I said yes. Will that be all?
Do you want to lift home?
I'll manage.
Family waiting at search headquarters. However, police say because Neen is a very experienced climber and he was well equipped, he could survive the cold if he has survived the fall.
There are 45 searches up at the Federation Hut or in that area, but the weather conditions are such as that they can't go out onto the corners to get over it. The chopper had a very good look around this morning at about 7:30 in the search area when conditions were very clear. And
I think we should have a little talk, Connors. You lay a hand on me, I'll take you apart. Oh, there's more ways than one to skin a cat.
You know I could beat you, don't you?
Don't push it, Connors. Let's just say it's not in my best interests to be caught brawling. But of course that could change, and then...
Any time, Miss Ferguson.
And then I'd wipe that smug smile right off your face. You can count on it.
Were these amongst the women? That was the best tumble you'd had in years. Even better than with, what was the name they said? Terry. That's right. How is your girlfriend these days?
You're going to be very sorry, Connors.
You gutless wonder. Bye-bye.
I'll catch you loitering here again, you'll be on a charge.
Sorry, Miss Ferguson.
Yeah, we were just going back to our dorm. Jeez, looks like Rita told her where to get off.
Yeah, about time someone did. Now, Nora was right about Rita making a good top dog. It's a pity she won't be in it.
Yeah, anyone would be better than Kelly, eh?
Yeah. Hey, look, looks like she dropped something.
What?
The freak, there on the floor.
Hey, let's have a look. It could be interesting. No, can't reach. Hey, don't get Rita. Her arms will be long enough.
Yeah.
And tell her it's another note from the lagger. That'll get here real quick, huh?
Righto.
Lucy. Here, girl. Lucy. Lucy. Here, girl.
Lucy! Where are you, you naughty girl? She might have slipped through the fence into next doors. Lucy! 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 There you are, you naughty girl. Come to Mummy. Come on. Come inside. Come on. Bad girl.
Got it. Well, good thing we had you around, eh? What do you lot want?
What's going on here?
Mind your own business.
Everything that happens around here is my business. I'm top dog, remember? What does it say?
The women are calling me the Phantom Lagger. I like the name. Anything of interest I discover, I'll tell you. This pig pen needs cleaning up and I'll help you do it.
Very funny. Bloody hell.
Looks like we got a worry on our hands.
Is that really what it says?
Yep.
Check Julie Egbert's cell if you want to know
What, Moo? Give us it back.
Check Julie Egbert's cell if you want to know what happened to Nora Flynn.
Oh, come on, Chook. If someone's going to dob us into the screws, we've got to know what they got on you.
Yeah, all right, come and I'll show you. If Miss Ferguson's already seen this note, I'm dead.
No, don't worry. I reckon if she'd have found it, you'd already been hauled up to the Gov's office.
Whoever went through the cells must have really done a good job. I had it pretty well hid.
What does it say?
Well, Nora left it for me the night she escaped. It's got where she was going. I can't handle this place anymore. I've got a way to escape. I guess I'll probably be caught, but even a few days out of this hole will be better than nothing.
Oh, you bull-artist, Kelly. All that crap about doing Nora in.
I never said I did.
Yeah, well, you never said you didn't either.
Who gives a stuff? It's this Lagger thing we've got to worry about. Go on.
I'm going to... No, I'll skip that bit. I mean, the Lagger knows where she's gone. That's already one person too many.
I reckon she should read the lot.
As if she's going to trust you with where Nora went.
Are you calling me a lagger?
I'm saying you're a big enough bitch to put the boot in.
Oh, shut up! Both of you, listen. Go on, Chook.
Anyway, after that bit... Oh, no, I'll skip that bit too.
What are you, a one-man censorship committee? Just read it.
No, I really don't...
Just read it.
Well, all right, but remember, I didn't want to. Keep working on Rita. She's got the makings of a really good top dog. That bitch Kelly is the worst mistake the women have ever made.
All right, forget it. Just go on to the next bit.
I thought you said you wanted to hear the
I
lot.
said go on to the next bit.
I'll miss you, Julie. Keep this to yourself. That's it.
What do you mean, nothing more?
No, that's all.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm not going to leave it for days to find.
Yeah, right. It's a good thing the freak was in such a blue she didn't notice it, otherwise the cops would be hot after Nora.
Yeah.
But there's no saying the Lagger won't leave another note telling the screws where she is. You're safe, but Nora's not.
I don't know, I've got a funny feeling whoever did this wants to cause trouble in here. I reckon this was left to get at me.
Yeah, just like the one that was left on the freak. Dobbed me in. So much be a big joke, Patterson. We don't know who's on the list next. I reckon this bitch is out to get all of us. So we got to get her first, right?
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too.